Practice with lectures. A. Listen to part of a lecture and answer the questions. All right, class, so now we've talked about Rembrandt and his life and a bit about his work. He was a really famous painter and engraver. The thing is, though, that stuff isn't what made him most famous. Rembrandt pretty much revolutionized the art of etching. We talked a little bit about that technique before, remember? So, who can tell me what etching is?
Doesn't it involve burning an image onto a metal plate?
That's right, good job. The artist usually has a copper plate that he or she coats or covers with an acid-resistant substance. This stuff is usually made of beeswax and resin, and this substance is called bitumen. Altogether, it's called the etching ground. So what the artist does is cover the copper plate with the ground compound, all that stuff that I just mentioned, and he carves a design through it with a sharp tool. You have to carve pretty deep, actually, because you want to get through the ground to uncover the copper underneath. Then the artist exposes the plate to acid, and the parts that are uncovered by the ground get eaten away, and the metal is recessed into those areas, creating channels. So who knows what's done with the metal plates afterwards?
They're used to make prints, right?
Absolutely. Great job. Yes, after the ground compound is removed, ink is poured into the parts that have been eaten away. These channels hold ink really well, actually. And then the plate is pressed onto moist paper, and you get a print. Rembrandt was a genius when it came to etchings. I think that after a while, etchings were all he did. Let's see. Does anyone recognize this etching?
I know that one. It's in a museum in Washington, D.C. I think it's called Woman and Arrow.
Pretty close. It's called The Woman with the Arrow. Rembrandt created this etching in, 1661, I think. Yes, it was 1661. 1. What is the lecture mainly about? 2. How is the image burned into the copper plate?